Sunnyvale seemed harmless enough, but I knew some strings had been pulled to lock Mr. Pensky away. I thought it best not to stir up any more trouble than was necessary, so I looked for a nice, quiet way in. The back door into the laundry room did the trick. It wasn't long before I found Mr. Pensky's room.
This room is restricted, sir.
I've got clearance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be out of your way in a minute. Now, Mr. Pensky, I don't have time to fight with you today. Take it.
Mr. Pensky, I'm Jim Pearson. I'm with the COI.
The COI, you say? Well, it's about time.
I've reason to believe that you were working on something that's all mixed up in my own investigations. Can you tell me what it was you were working on?
Huh. That's what got me into this pickle in the first place. Do you believe in the supernatural, son? In spirits of darkness and forces beyond man's control?
No, sir, I don't. It all seems like a bunch of stuff out of pulp magazines and radio shows.
I didn't believe him much either. Everyone thinks I went crazy. But I've seen things. Strange things. And if your case is at all tied up in this mess that I was investigating, you better be prepared.
Yes, sir.
You don't believe me. Someday you will.
I found these in your office, sir. Professor Strauss's daughter helped to explain them a little bit. And I've also found some similar markings on some papers belonging to a group that goes by the name of the Brotherhood of Thule. But I can't make heads or tails out of it.
You ever hear about a gem called the Black Dahlia?
Just from the reports in your case file, sir.
The Dahlia. That's what it's all about, my boy. That's what it's all about.
What is this Dahlia?
It's pure evil. It's what it is. It feeds on blood sacrifice. Many men have tried to uncover its secrets and gain its power, and many men have been driven mad by it. Find the Dahlia. Destroy it. That's the only thing that will make sense of this for you.
I'm not sure why, sir, but my instincts are telling me that the Torso Killer's mixed up in all of this somehow.
Will you follow your gut, son? The Torso Killer's at the center of all this madness.
But how?
How many victims has he claimed?
8, at least that's all we know of.
Oh, you must find him quickly then. His bloody work requires a sacrifice of 9 men and women. If the prophecy of the ritual is true.
How can I find him? The police have been working on this case already for months, and they're still no closer to tracking him down. Do you know who he is?
Oh, I don't know who the killer is. But I was getting close, I'll tell you. That's why I was put in here. I was getting too close. Why, if they hadn't locked me away, I would have had that man by now.
Lousy bureaucrats. The doctors and nurses here aren't any better. They feed me pills all day when I could be out doing a job. But they don't give a rat's ass about a good day's work. All they want is government money. FDR giving handouts to everybody, sticks a palm in the air.
I was wondering when you were going to stop by, Doc. It's been a while since I've been poked and prodded.
You know, I feel like a slice of prime beef. You know that? So what time is it? Seems like you were just here. So what you got for me now, Doc, huh? No! Watch out! Oh, maybe a shot in the head.
No! Mr. Pensky! No!
What's with you?
What's happened?
It's the strangest thing. I keep having these weird, no, it's nothing. It's...
The man with the cane.
How did you know?
I've seen him in my dreams as well.
In your investigation, sir, did your evidence ever direct you to a place called the Raven Room?
No, nothing solid. More a suspicion than anything else.
What did you suspect?
Well, that the nightclub was a front for something far more sinister. I mean, it wasn't long after I started putting my nose into their business that I was sent away here. There's some powerful people behind that club. If you're investigating them, you better watch your step.
You were troubled by dreams too?
Yes. My dreams were violated by an evil man. He wielded a cane. And he drove me to the brink of insanity.
But how's this possible?
He who controls the Dahlia has the power to control dreams. But, I found a way of stopping them.
How?
There are 3 talisman. Sheltered by the wing of the raven, protected by the fangs of the wolf, and guided by the wisdom of the dragon. The raven feather shelters you from dreams, but if you had the other 2 items, you could fight back against your attacker.
This is too much. It's like something out of the shadow.
It's your only hope.
All right. Where can I find these things?
You'll find the raven feather in my office. Inside my copy of the Crusades. But you'll need all 3 talisman if you wish to confront your tormentor. The others will be more difficult to obtain. You'll need to get close to your attacker for those. Look for the totems of the wolf and the dragon. Return here with all 3, and I'll show you how to fight back against your attacker.
Load of hooey. All right, I'll be back as soon as I can get my hands on the voodoo trinkets. This must be the raven's feather Mr. Pensky was talking about. I followed my lead to Flanagan's, an upscale cat house that catered to the whims of their clients. Inside the rat's nest of sleazy businessmen, I found Muhlhaven.
This is a private room.
I'm Jim Pearson from the COI. I've got a few questions.
I'm sure I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you want to talk about this.
Where did you get that?
That's not important. What's important is you answer my questions, you cooperate, and I won't have to show this little photograph to anyone else.
Beat it.
I want to know why Von Hess is blackmailing you. What's he after?
He wants to get into the Raven Room. There's a party.
Party? You're gonna have to do better than that.
I swear, it's true.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. A German diplomat blackmails an important American industrialist, not for state secrets, not for money or political votes, but to get into a party?
It's true, I swear it. I don't know why he wants to get in, but he does.
You must have some idea.
He's looking for something. He says it was stolen and smuggled out of Germany. I have no idea what it is. I swear it.
I want to get into this party.
It's too late for that.
Don't try to put one past me.
The invitations don't go to just anyone. They're prepared very painstakingly in advance. First, you need a copy of the invitation itself. Then, it must be signed by the scribe. Finally, it must be sealed with the crest of the order. Even if I could get you the rest of it, I can't get you the seal.
What can you tell me about this Raven Room?
It's just a social club, like any other. It's popular, exclusive.
You're not giving me very much. Maybe you'll be a little bit more cooperative if I toss you in jail for collaborating with a German spy.
Okay. Okay. On the whole, that's all it is. But there's an inner circle. First, I thought it was just a means of celebrating our heritage.
You mean German heritage, right?
Yes, our German heritage. Despite Hitler, there's no shame in that.
All right, so what about this inner circle? What are they up to?
Well, as I say, first I thought it was merely a means to celebrate our heritage. The ceremonial robes and secret greetings were all kind of hokey, but I could make some important business contacts and meet some very influential people. People who could help me should I decide to run for office. It seemed harmless enough. Then they took this too far. They're bent on restoring an order. An old order of knights. I was gonna leave the club, but... You have the reason there in your hand. Von Hess won't let me out.
All right. Here's an invitation. And judging from the stuff you've got in your room, you're the scribe.
How did you get this?
Don't worry about it. Just sign it.
Very well. It won't do you any good without the seal.
Do you have any idea why a kraut named Von Hess would be so eager to get into the Raven Room? He's been putting the squeeze on a Thule member pretty bad to get an invitation to this party of theirs.
You must go there.
What for?
The Nazis have been in pursuit of the Dahlia for some time now. If Hitler were to get his hands on the gem, I mean, who knows what kind of suffering the world would see.
There's only one problem. The party's by invitation only. And all the invitations have this seal from this old order of knights.
The followers of Landau.
Yes, that's right. The invitation's no good without the seal.
I've seen documents on display at the Museum of Natural History with that very same seal. I'll bet Miss Strauss would be willing to help you out.
All right. If I can't wrangle an invitation out of someone, I'll make my own. I was in luck. Helen knew where they kept an original stamp for the seal. She agreed to meet me at the museum after hours. I could use the stamp to make my seal, but I had to be extremely careful and return it to its display case as soon as I was finished. There was only one problem. I don't know, Helen. You're sure this is the right stamp?
Yes, I'm positive.
But the seals don't match.
I'm sure it's the right stamp. I guess it just needs adjusting.
You know how to do that?
Well, no, not really. You'll have to hurry. Fred will be making his rounds soon. I'll get in trouble if we're caught down here with that case open.
I'll do my best.
Hurry, Jim, or we'll be caught. Jim, are you all right?
Yeah, I just keep having these weird nightmares, that's all. I'm okay, I'm fine. Thanks.
First you melt the wax on the paper. Then you press the seal into the wax. And voila, there's your sealed invitation.
Thanks, Helen. I better hurry if I'm gonna make it to that party on time. Well, well, if it isn't Mr. Muhlhaven and his esteemed guest.
You must be James Pearson of the COI. Joseph's told me all about your little visit.
I've got enough to pin on you to send you back to Germany. Joseph.
I wonder if you wouldn't be so kind as to allow Mr. Pearson and myself to chat privately.
All right, listen, mister. I know what you're up to, and I don't like it.
My dear Mr. Pearson, you have no idea at all what I am up to. You are, how do you say it, in over your head.
Well, now, the way I see it is that you're the one who's angry mad. Now, maybe if you had some of your thugs here to back you up, things would be a little different. But right now, I'm the one holding all the cards.
We've somehow managed to get off on the wrong foot. For that I am sorry. We are not so different, you and I, as you might think.
I am nothing like you.
Perhaps. But we are both after the same thing, no? I merely seek to return to my homeland what is rightfully ours. I prefer to do so as diplomatically as possible, without conflict. The incident at the loft was a terrible mistake. We were merely after the lackey's key.
Key? What key?
It looks much like an iron cross, does it not? It is a symbol of military honor in my country.
Well, it looks like I can add interfering with a federal investigation to the list of charges. I think it's about time you and I left quietly.
I have no intention of doing any such thing.
So let's not cause a scene.
Oh, well, you're moving up in the world, sport. I never thought to see you in such a ritzy place as this. Have you met Eliot Ness?
No, but...
No buts about it, then you simply have to meet him. I'm sure you'd like to meet the ladies, too, huh? Young bachelor like you ought to knock 'em dead. Eliot, I want you to meet Jim Pearson. Now, he's the young fella I've been talking about. A man who's going to give the COI some legs to stand on.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Jim.
Likewise, Mr. Ness. Please, call me now.
Oh, no, you can't leave without saying hello to the ladies now, Jimbo. What would they think?
Hello.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm sorry. I've got to run.
Don't be silly, Jimbo. You just got here.
I'll be sure to stop back later, though.
He's a bit of a strange bird, that fella.